Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge is one of the most charming games I've played in a long time. It's a labor of love, these beautifully animated sprites and frantic combat that just oozes fun. It comes from Dotemu and Tribute Games, the people that brought you Streets of Rage 4 and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. It's a love letter to classic arcade games and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's simple enough for anyone to just pick up and button mash their way to the end, but if you really want to sink your teeth into it, don't skip through the 21 screens of tutorial text before you enter a game. Well, there's light attacks, heavy attacks, light attacks, air attacks, dodges, and various throws depending on which direction you press the D-pad. There's 7 playable characters, each with their own quirks, each playing differently enough to warrant multiple playthroughs. The characters have 3 core stats: range, power, and speed. Ranged characters can hit enemies before they even get close. This really helps with specific enemies or bosses that turn up in the game. Similarly, high power characters deal more damage and are vital for more tanky enemies, and high speed characters just can't get hit. They also rack up combos faster, filling up their ninja meter, allowing them to do these screen clearing super moves. You've probably noticed that this game is gorgeous to look at. The animations are fluid, all the attacks are always so well telegraphed. I see what's gonna hit me ages before it actually does. Enemies are varied, the game keeps throwing new ones at you with different movesets and different ways to take them down, forcing you to change up your playstyle or try a different character or team comp. Like these guys. Punches won't work, learn to throw. Throwing won't work, learn to parry. Getting too used to dive kicks? Nope, learn to dodge, roll, and slide attack. The game has 16 stages filled with optional collectibles and challenges, as well as 2 game modes, arcade and story mode. Arcade is your traditional play through the levels till you get to the end mode. The story mode adds an overworld map and optional side quests. Your characters level up and get stronger, even gaining new abilities. The stages themselves have these fun little cameos to unlock and additional challenges. The game also has these hoverboard levels to add some variety to the stages, having to dodge obstacles and projectiles as they approach. Where the game was lacking, however, was the bosses. With the exception of some, the bosses all felt a bit samey. Here's how most boss fights go. They attack, leave an opening for you to attack, and then do a move you have to avoid. It all just gets a bit repetitive, especially when they're all large mutants, like Rocksteady or Teenage Dirtbag over here. However, the soundtrack, oh god, soundtrack, features licensed track and an OST composed mainly by T. Lopez of Sonic Mania fame. It really does add to the game's rad 90s vibe. Every stage has so much going on, little jokes or gags in the background like a foot soldier doing their groceries. The first stage is in a broadcasting studio. You start off in the lobby and fight your way through to the editing room, onto the set of a cooking show, then an exercise show, then a sitcom, finally ending up in the news set for a boss fight. Some stages have you fighting hordes of enemies while dodging oncoming obstacles, juggling between various enemy types. And it's all just a good time, not even mentioning the multiplayer, what this game was made for. You can do these team-up special moves and revive each other with this hilarious pizza animation. It's got 6-player couch co-op, where the screen is just full of everything all at the same time. It's next to impossible to tell what you're actually doing, and the bad guys just don't stand a chance, but it doesn't matter because it's fun messing around in this dumbass video game. I beat the game in about 2 hours. I'm currently on my 4th playthrough, trying to complete all the challenges. If I have a couple minutes, I'd just hop on to an online arcade game and just see how far we can get on the hardest difficulty. Your mileage will vary depending on how much you enjoy this sort of thing. I played through it on PC with Game Pass and then proceeded to buy it on Switch just for the co-op. So hey, if you're even slightly interested and have Game Pass, I'd highly recommend checking it out. Everyone's got their favorite TMNT character, and I know people feel quite strongly and there are wrong answers. That being said, playing as Splinter or Leonardo in this game is just incorrect. Splinter has a high power rating, but is painfully slow. There's no reason not to play as Raph. Leonardo's average, and so are his stats in the game. I know people love Donatello, but I just found the hitbox on his staff too weird. It felt off. The hitbox was too small while everyone else had these wide, slashy attacks. I'll get back to why there's no real reason to play as Donnie. Now, April was fun the second I got control of it. Whizzing around the screen, especially in those hoverboarding levels, was a godsend. However, having 2 stars in range was neither here nor there, with the trade-off being in the power department. Especially in the late game, April was just hard mode. Michelangelo solved that problem and became my new speedy main for every hoverboard mission. Which brings me to... oh god. The best Ninja Turtle, Edgelord Raphael. What can I say? High risk, high reward. Just look at how much damage he does. Raph is obviously the best because he's got a red bandana and red is obviously the best color and he's got the coolest weapons to win size. When you beat the game, you unlock Casey Jones. Here are his stats. He is, according to April, like Donatello, but better.
You have failed this city.